a classic challenge, a bit of drama, and a real toss up over who gets sent home. This was by far my favorite episode of All Stars so far this season. We had the snatch game of love today, and it was fantastic. You know, like if you remove India, it was fantastic. Like India, perhaps the worst snatch game performance ever. Like you could have just taken a random person off the street and said, all right, do a impression of a celebrity and play this game. They would have done a better job because, you know, I don't know much about Jeffree Star, but I know that that was not Jeffree Star. That was the farthest thing from Jeffree Star. That was just India basically getting made fun of by Alexis and then trying to recycle Alexis's lines. Like it was painful to watch. Like I don't understand it. And like she was so bad, it made Alexis look even better than she actually was. Cause like really, Alexa just had like a good snatch game performance. But when you compare it to India sitting right beside her, Alexis looked like the greatest snatch game performer of all time. Beyond that, we had Jujubee and Shea who put on very strong performances. Blair St. Clair and Miss Cracker were pretty meh. You know, I think pretty much all their jokes missed. Really felt like Blair St. Clair was maybe a little misguided on his Ellen impersonation. You know, there's a little bit more to Ellen than just her being gay. And on a show like Drag Race, you'd think that the contestants would understand that, you know, there's a little bit more to people than just their sexuality. It was a little disappointing by Blair and a little just too one note. But, you know, our twist today was if you ain't the winner, you are the bottom. So Shea wins with the Flava Flav, and Shea was great. Well-deserved win. You know, one of the few times this season where I really felt like the judges absolutely nailed it in their critiques and judging of all our contestants, and Shea was the best. Jujubee and Alexis, they were in that next echelon behind. Blair and Miss Cracker were further down, and then India, she wasn't even playing the same game. She wasn't even doing the same challenge. Like I don't know what she was doing. If you've ever seen the movie White Girls, that's what India was doing. That is the character that she looked like she was doing. Like she could have been straight from that movie and she would have fit right in. But that was not what she thought she was doing. She thought she was doing Jeffree Star terrible. And you know, 4 weeks in a row being the bottom, India finally gets sent home. But before that happened, you know, it wasn't crystal clear what was going to happen. It seemed pretty obvious that everybody was going to write down India because, you know, she'd just been so bad for so many episodes in a row that it was just past her time to get sent home. But she takes Shea Coulee aside and says, oh, hey, Shea, by the way, Alexis was campaigning to get you kicked off, get you voted out that 1 week that you were in the bottom. You know, it was a last-ditch effort by India, but, you know, from Shea's point of view, there was definitely some merit in sending Alexis home. Like, what is the negative to sending India home? You know, nothing. You know, if you send her home, doesn't really help you, doesn't really hurt you. But if you are Shea Coulee and you say send Alexis home, that is one person who you're pretty sure wants you gone from the competition that is no longer in the competition. And I feel like if I was in Shea's position, I probably would have pulled Alexis's lipstick and been done with it. You know, Was what India was saying true? Was Alexis lying? Was Alexis telling the truth? Who cares? You know that there's already some friction between Shea and Alexis. You already know that Alexis is willing to put Shea's lipstick in the box. So you know what? You would have been fully justified in sending her home. That said, I do strongly agree with India getting sent home, and yeah, that's about all I gotta say on the drama. Our lip sync assassin this week was Vanjie, which was creating an interesting scenario because I really did feel like Vanjie won that lip sync, and I thought they were going to announce her as the winner. And how brutal would it have been to see Vanjie pull her drag mother's lipstick to send Alexis packing? Ooh, that would have been rough, but did not happen, and not something that we will get to witness. One of our guest judges tonight, Jeffrey Boyer Chapman, pardon me, he premiered as one of the judges on Canada's Drag Race. First time ever that's going on right now. I don't think it's actually on any networks. I think it's just on a Canadian streaming service. So probably won't be able to check that out for most of you. But if you are in Canada, you can check him out. Brooklyn Heights is also one of the judges. And, same as Drag Race. Different array of characters, a bunch of queens that you've probably never heard of. And hopefully that will be good. The last little Drag Race spin-off, the Celebrity, was quite enjoyable. If you didn't get a chance to watch that, I highly recommend it. And I'm hoping that Canada's Drag Race is enjoyable as well, because I will be watching that. That's going to wrap up my recap for this week. It's going to be interesting moving forward. Nobody's safe unless you're the winner. And I think we are going to have a few little shocks before we get to the finale. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.